Hello friends, welcome to Texture Lab by Pavi. Today's our topic is what is difference between apply, call and bind. So let's crack it down. So in JavaScript, the value of this depend on how a function is called. Sometimes you want to control this manually, and that's where call, apply and bind comes in. Let's say we have an object and function. I'm creating an object here, person object, and that person has some value there, name, present. And I have one function there, function greet. It has one parameter, that is message. Inside this function, I am trying to print the message here plus this dot name. Now for this function, there is no this defined, right? The what this function is doing. So to make it call and to pass our own this, what we can do. So let's first talk about call. Calls calls the function immediately and play to pass the argument one by one. For example, I will give the function name here. So my function name is greet. Then I need to call, so I will write up dot call here, and then first parameter is the object or this thing. So I want to pass person as this there, and then here I will pass a message hello. So you can see here I pass one parameter there, and suppose I have a multiple parameter, right? So I can pass city here, so I will pass another city as a parameter. So you can see here to this function I will write from city. So here I am passing those parameter comma separated here, and my first parameter is going to be the this here, right? This Praveen. So let's see what happens. If I run this program, I got hello Praveen from Pune. So I need to put some space here. Hello Praveen. Now suppose I want to call this greet method for different object. Well, let's say I will get a person to object, and here there will be different name. So let's say it's Somya. So what I can do, so again I need to call, I have to use the same function, right? I am not creating different function. I will use the same function, but here I will pass a different this object here, that is a person too. And let's see what it comes. So you see hello Praveen from Pune, hello Samah. So what is happening there basically, just whenever you are calling this function with call, it is immediately getting executed there, and you have to pass the comma separated arguments here, the function parameters, right? Now let's talk about apply. So apply is similar to that only, but here we have to pass the argument as a array. In array we have to pass comma separated. For example, I need to pass same function here with apply. What I will do, I'll pass here person object, and here I will pass parameter. For example, hola, and then second parameter I will pass let's say Kiran. So now it is doing this. Let's run this program and see what happens. So it is saying hello, hola Praveen from Kiran. Hello, here I will put the city name, Goa. So if I run this, so it will say hola Praveen from Goa. So it is doing the same thing. Only the difference is here you are passing the parameter as array. Okay, and bind is little bit different. So basically in bind what happens? It is going to return you one function there. For example, I am creating one function, say greet. Okay, now this function I need to call greet.bind. I will bind this. This is nothing but person object. So my person object I will pass here, and I don't need to pass any parameters here, right? And if I say this, since this is a function, right? It is returning function. It is not getting immediately called here. Let's see if it is called or not. See, this function is not getting called. So to call this function, we need to use this function and pass some parameter here, like how normally we are passing. So I am passing hi, and here I am passing Jyoti. So let's see what happens. If I run this, so I am getting hey from Jyoti. So basically this segregate is also creating this binding this to this object, and it is returning that method, and that method can be executed whenever you want. So basically now let's talk about in what scenario this callback and apply and bind will be useful. So whenever you want to call that function immediately and pass your own this and pass one by one argument, then you go for call. When you want to pass immediately, when you want to call and pass the parameter as array, you can use apply. So let's take an example. So I have numbers array, and I have numbers some 5, 2, 9, and 11, right? And now what I have to do, basically I have to find maximum from these numbers. So what I can do, there is one method here. So math has max, right? A max method. So on the math class we have max method, right? So math, we are here, we have to pass the, we have to call the apply method, right? We can call apply, and basically we need to pass this is nothing but our numbers. So this is nothing but our null object, because we are not passing anything here. And the argument I can pass a number here, since I need to find the maximum from this. So I can do this. Let's see what it comes. So you see it is coming, the maximum number is 11. So this can be used, this apply method can be used like this. So apply spreads the array into integers, so you don't need to pass one by one, it will automatically spread that numbers array here. And in case of bind, so basically when you have some event, right, some button click event, that time you can use event listener. And for example, I will write some pseudo code. Suppose I have some button here, const button document dot query selector. Here I have button, and this button has I am writing one function handle click. And inside this function, what I am doing, I'm just printing click by, and here I'm just writing this dot name, right? So I can track who has clicked this button. So what I can do, I can create one function here, bound one variable bound click, and then I can call this handler click and this bind this thing person object, right? So I will know that this person has clicked this button. And suppose I want to bind this to the event, right? That I also can do. So what I will do, I will create button and then add event listener. Inside this add event listener, I will pass the event click event, and I will pass this function here. This function is basically will be executed whenever there is any click option on the button. So this is how it works, bind. And bind will be also, earlier it used to work with class-based component in React, where we have to manually bind all the functions there so that it is available for you to run. So yeah, so in short, I want to summarize it. Call runs instantly, arguments are passed one by one. Apply runs instantly, arguments pass as an array. And bind return a function that runs later with a fix this. So yeah, that's all. Thank you so much. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe.